Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to The Curious Expedition. Today we are playing as Johan Huizinga because, like I said what I was going to do, I rolled a die, and that's what the die said. Johan was a Dutch historian and linguist, basically responsible for a lot of the way that we study cultural history today. Sadly, died in Nazi detention shortly before the end of World War II. That's really all I know about him. His Wikipedia page is not as interesting as Marcus Garvey's. It's a lot shorter. Also, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing his name. If you are of Dutch extraction and you know how it's supposed to be pronounced and I sound like an idiot to you, just consider that a bonus. You get to listen to me be an idiot. Alright, we're going to play on Expedition again because I have gotten clobbered a couple of times now. I'm clearly not ready to step it up. Alright, a wealthy foreigner named Sir Dare Ilimed greeted me. He told me that he used to live in the area of our upcoming expedition before coming to England with a crew. He had achieved the respect of the city folk and requested that I find his wife in his former village and accompany her to London. Easy enough. The first expedition is always such a softball. Alright, so we need to... Oh, I clicked and it went a lot faster. I didn't realize I could influence that. So we only get one standing here. I'm still not 100% sure how standing is calculated. Having a translator is probably helpful. I did not talk about what we get to start with, so let's talk about that as soon as I take my customary slot of water. Alright. So, we start with Johan, who starts with the ability to produce anthropological studies of indigenous cultures. So we are going to want to focus on the ability to sleep in the native villages because that's when you can do that. He starts with an artist and some canvas with which to draw, upon which to draw, and a translator to help us with the resting. We're going to hopefully find polyglot. That would be really nice. And of course, as always, a sweet donkey. So let's have a look around. Where is the village in question? Way over here. Okay. Well, let's start off in that direction. Hopefully things will go a little bit smoother. So we only have one standing. It does make me a little nervous. Oh, that's a tone page of targeted teleportation, though. If we take this, we go to neg 1. We'll figure it out. We'll find a way to survive. I didn't take the cocoa leaves because we're a little short on inventory space. I guess there's no reason for me to not take the cocoa leaves. Except that, you know, using them can sometimes have a negative effect. Let's explore this cave with our torch, because we came prepared. A small cavern strewn with the remains of what seems to be a failed expedition. The rotten remains of what must have been an African explorer. And what did this African expedition have? Ooh, they had already found some treasure. Well, isn't that lovely? So we'll throw away the water, and I guess we'll dismount from the donkey. Let's upgrade our translator first. I mean, it looks like around the north side is going to be the best way to go here. I have no idea when you can use the canvas. Do you have to be in a place that is, like, pretty, or what's the story with these? Well, I think it's good that we rolled a guy who has access to this ability, because I really do want to figure out how it works. Okay, so we encountered a tribe that were apparently the best scouts known to this region. As I observed the tribe, I noticed one woman was somewhat out of place. She was the wife I had been tasked to escort back to London. That's interesting. I guess maybe it just, you find the wife in whatever village you go to first. Because this is definitely not the one we're supposed to be going to. Anyway, let's take these. I'll trade you a shovel. I'll trade you 2 shovels. I would go so far as to trade you 2 shovels. I don't think I want any of these other things, though. I don't know exactly what effect the mini puppets have. It sounds like they maybe make you gain more sanity back from sleep, or maybe they prevent certain kinds of negative things from happening while you sleep. You know, certain sorts of low sanity effects. Possible. We have how many members in our trek? Oh, we only have one standing anyway. These people won't join us. Let's rest in this village it's gonna hurt our standing, but I want to make an anthropological study. Ah, the villagers held some kind of ceremony and politely offered us a strange-smelling alcoholic beverage. The perfect ingredient for merrymaking. Well, I don't want to insult them. Okay. We did not want to offend the natives, so we drank the beverage. It tasted like spicy coconut, and the evening became even more enjoyable. So we gained a point of standing, we'll only go to 0 standing, and a little bit of free sanity. Oh, we can do a painting here. Let's make a study. So there's an anthropological study, and then also a painting. We inquired if anyone was willing to have a portrait created of their likeness. Thankfully, one of the villagers agreed, so Jean-Michel Hargier, possibly, did not want to miss the unique chance to create a portrait of the native elder. Okay, well that went really well. As we left, she mentioned she'd like to visit a holy shrine in the vicinity. Yeah, I also would like to do that. That sounds great. So I guess we just have to find opportunities to create a painting. Our compass is going completely nuts. Why is it at 0? We've uncovered quite a bit of land. That's weird. So I do want to mention also, we started with a pistol. That's probably going to make combat a lot easier. The guns are pretty good in my experience. But I've never actually used a pistol specifically. Let's see if there's a path down here that involves walking through less forest. Forest is not great for us. See an aggro radius over here. What do we got? Hyenas. We could take hyenas if we came right down to it. We have the torches. We may as well use them. Found a small opening. Oh, man. Okay, we have a ton of blue dice. I guess... I hate to say this, but you are the least valuable person in the party, I think. So go on. Okay. We had a lot of dice. I felt pretty comfortable with that. We forced Jean-Michel Hargier to investigate the opening. After a few tense minutes, he emerged from the darkness. He found the remains of a long-lost expedition, an omen, perhaps, together with some valuable items that they were certainly in no position to use. Oh, wow, he really did mean valuable items. This is, that's lovely. So let's... Oh, I was already not mounted. Okay, let's throw away the extra torch. We can buy another torch. Yeah, so I didn't mention it. I just moused over real quickly, but Huizinga gets to start with a good blue die and a normal blue die, which is interesting. Do we want to try to go south at all? It's looking like we have to end up over here anyway. Well, let's... If we hit this and we steal from the shrine, we will not want to hit that village. And we'll have to use some of our whiskey, probably. Okay. I should have gone to here. I should have gone from here to here, obviously. Yeah, let's go ahead and promote him. Let's examine the shrine. A thick layer of sand surrounds the structure. That's not so bad. The sand is probably the least egregious one. Let's paint the shrine. Heck yeah, shrine paintings. Okay, so the painting collection only takes up one slot no matter what. No matter how many paintings are in it. He agreed to capture the essence of the wonderful sight on canvas and began his work on the shrine. A few hours later, he had finalized the piece, which we carefully secured in a crate. I wonder what the value of these is going to be. So we have 10 fame right now, so they're 5 each, probably. Upon the altar rests a golden eagle, which is pretty valuable. Yeah, let's take it. I don't know exactly what we're going to leave behind. Actually, we'll probably just drink all of the whiskey, right? I can handle this. I can handle this mouthful of whiskey. Let's do this. It'll allow us to collect the butterfly and then get this vision bonus. And this is probably our exit, huh? Is it at all sensible to go for this village? No, we're at -3. We should not do that. I kind of wish I'd gone for the hyenas. We could kill this hyena, I'm sure of it. Well, it's not worth going for now, I think. Not with the fact that we'd have to go to negative sanity. We'll take it. It's... Leave the horror behind. I don't know about horror, necessarily. Things went, like, pretty okay. That was reasonably successful for a first expedition. It's not the best one we've ever had, but, you know, honestly, the Marcus Garvey one might have been the best one we've ever had, and that led to me dying of an infected wound, so... I guess what I'm trying to say is that first impressions aren't everything. Oh, polyglot. Yeah, we're taking polyglot. That's lovely. That dovetails very nicely with the stuff we're doing already. Okay, let us... So we have 3 sets of gems, or 3 sets of jewels. Yeah, I think we can gift this and this, sell these. That puts me at 120. It would be crazy to sell this. The paintings are not as crazy to sell. So it says Fame 10, Funds 5, but that's not at all... It must be like 10 Fame and 5 Funds for the collection object, and then an additional 10 Fame and 5 Funds for each painting in it? I guess? Anyway, it's a gift. Let's sell these. Gift this. And then gift this as well. Alright, Old Drylands or the Sad Jungle. Well, it looks like we have 2 villages there. Here, we have villages and also one of those seal things. Yeah, let's learn some stuff. Alright, the couple thanked me, and then departed the scene and gave me 70 funds. That's awesome. A merchant politely asked for my attention. He wants us to obtain a mysterious idol. Do we have any green dice right now? We have no dice that have hands on them. I think that this would be a foolish thing to accept. And then we get the option to get a guy who has 2 dice with hands on them. And also some cultists. You know, maybe I'm being silly, but those guys make me real nervous. Let's take this guy. Also, this guy has more carrying capacity. Not to be, like, totally mercenary about it. Alright, let's purchase some equipment. Ooh! I like those. And we could just purchase a hunting rifle straight up. How much is that? 80? And then, like, a bunch of whiskey and some more torches and some of these. And some of these. Some of these? Probably actually more like that. This doesn't allow me to improve my saddle, though. I could drop the machetes and the ropes and the climbing gear, and that's enough for a saddle improvement. I could drop the hunting rifle, but think of how good we'll be at combat with 2 guns, man. No, I'm just going to take this. We'll live without the extra saddle space. It's possible that I'm over-preparing. We have a lot of gear, which means not a lot of places to put treasure. Alright, and this time I actually do want to take water, but we just can't, we just don't have the capacity for it. Yeah, whatever, we'll be fine. Let's get out there. Okay, so we got a number of inactive volcanoes. Something to be concerned about, certainly. Okay, I was about to say, are we going to move all this space without seeing a single question mark? Oh good, a stone circle. Settlements, please. Villages are of great value to me. Alright, well, let's wind our way down there. I think we'll head this way, with the assumption that this is, like, more or less a solid wall of mountains, which I think is not terribly unreasonable. Okay, so we have Panther. Panthers are a little scary, but like I said, we should be good at fighting. Well, sort of good. We have guns, but we also don't have we don't have red dice. Uh-oh. We found the shrine too early. And it is not cheap to get to this village. Alright, we'll come back for the shrine. We're gonna want to stay the night in the village, so it doesn't bother me that we're going down to a very low sanity value. Alright, I can smell they had just prepared food. They kindly beckoned us over and offered us some of their freshly cooked meat. Awesome. Upon our arrival, Yasaman Tata began to converse with the natives, as you would expect. So let's trade for stuff. We could trade for some standing. Like, this would leave us with still positive standing. I guess I don't know that I care, right? Am I really that interested in having positive standing? Is it a big deal? Well, the other thing is, if I don't trade them all of the marbles, then I'm going to be out of inventory slots because I'm a big idiot and brought too much stuff. If I do trade them all the marbles, we could get more torches or something. Basically just like an opportunity to turn all these marbles into other stuff. Because I don't actually care what my standing is after I stay with them. Oh, staying with them is not going to hurt my standing anyway. That's right, I picked up that thing. Yeah, this is fine. Let us rest in your village, please. An elderly couple asked me to settle an argument for them. They desired to know which gender was superior. Okay, we don't have any sexists or anything in the party. Our party is almost entirely male. The village is... all of the villagers here, except for... oh, the chief is female. Let's say women are superior because the chief is female? Yeah, I mean, the men in the party don't like that. I replied that the female sex is superior. The woman therefore insisted that her male partner treat her with more respect. Okay, let's study their culture and paint a native. And then sleep, and then realize that I have so much inventory space. So many items, so few places to put them. Okay, so let's drop some things. I'm gonna have to drop things. This is crummy. I don't suppose promoting this guy is gonna give him more carrying capacity. No. Yeah, I definitely overprepared. I just basically threw away funds. So we could just drop a bunch of machetes and ropes. It feels bad because I spent, value on those things, but being overburdened is not an option. Honestly, we're very unlikely to need the shovels. And this doesn't actually take weight capacity. It wouldn't be a consideration anyway. Maybe we just drop the meat? Like, we have all this whiskey. Yeah, you know what? Let's toss supplies. Why not? Do I want to fight a panther? Probably not, right? Theoretically, we're good fighters. Let's just have a look around. Cancel travel. Let's attack. Let's not get surprised. Okay. Plan shot. Wow. Okay. Panther handled. Alright, let's toss the meat. I want to keep the pelt. Maybe I don't bother keeping the tooth, though. It is only 5 funds. It's good trade fodder right now, but we don't need to trade nearly as badly as we need to not be overburdened. I definitely don't want to drop the pistol. We're way too reliant on our guns for combat. Everybody's all blue and green dice. We need the weapons, which means we need to get rid of the machete. Yeah, there's trees to go through, but we drop stuff. And we're about to enter a cave. It seems like dropping the torches now would maybe not be the greatest thing we could do, although we're probably pretty good at rolling eye. I think I may just drop the rope. I know we spent resources and traded for that rope, but like, let's not fall victim to the sunk cost fallacy here. We arrive at a small cavern strewn with the debris of what seemed to be a failed expedition. This time it was Italian explorers. Must have been Italian. It just feels like it. They must have been. Ooh, so cost and flares are kind of exciting for us, and we'll take these chocolate rations. We'll eat the chocolate rations right away, and then we'll, I think, spend the flares. So where could we... We have this guy with his increased cost and flare effectiveness. I want to use it. Looks like we can't get tremendous value out of these flares, but we can get a little bit. Unfortunately, the range on the flare is actually quite small. The range on shooting it, I mean. I definitely should have upgraded the pack on the donkey. Let's shoot one over here. Started a big forest fire, whatever. Honestly, I don't know that we have anything of value to do with the last one. Let's do this. Okay. Good to know, sort of. Kind of irrelevant, I guess. What do we have here? Explore portal. A marvelous gate stood before us. Only shadows await us on the other side, he says. How would you know, Artman? How would you know, Artman? Yeah, without a second thought, we walked through the blinding light. Why wouldn't we do that? Okay, so it took us to another expedition, I guess? It's generating an awful lot of stuff. I saw generating treasures twice. That makes me hopeful. No, obviously that stuff is just flavor text. Oh my. Giant crab. We must be wary. Also, the raptors are not a joke. I've never fought one of these giant birds before. I don't know how bad that is. Gee. Sure wish I still had... ooh. Compass progress, not a number percent. You know, programming's hard. I get it. I guess we could make use of our scroll of teleportation. Teleport like over to here, search whatever that is, move over here and search that, and that makes things a lot safer. I think this is an okay time to use this. Oh wait, I did the wrong. Here we go. This is what I wanted. It's a shrine. Okay, well, let's definitely make a painting of the shrine. And with no climbing gear and no ropes and no fitting dice, we can't actually... Okay, well, we at least got a picture out of it. Not totally ideal. Yeah, this is weird. We seem to have ended up on a Toe Jam and Earl level somehow. Man, that's a pretty good video game. Do love me some Toe Jam and Earl. I don't think that these are of any value to us. Leave. Don't keep clicking on that, me. Let's go over here. This place is weird, but not tremendously valuable. I wish these paintings would be worth some crazy amount. Could you have painted in some of the space behind the temple? Ooh, a golden coin. And a viewing distance mushroom. Yep. Jean-Michel was visibly shaken by the encounter with the strange statue. Yeah, great. I don't know why I took the mushroom. I knew I was going to have to eat it right away. And then I think we are going to drop the torches, probably. Actually, I don't want to drop the canvas. We could encounter something really cool out here. Maybe I drop these animal teeth after all. Now, let's drop the torches. Let's get rid of the torches. And we got an upgrade for somebody. Let's make it him. Let's really get in on this painting thing. So, master artist. Let's get a little drunk. Okay, we got some alcohol dependency. Oh, my vision became blurry. I rubbed my eyes, and when I looked up again, I was back where I originally stepped into the terrible portal. So that was pretty weird. Oh, it reset our compass progress? That's not entirely cool. Yeah, we started a serious fire. This is a very serious fire. Alright, it's a cave. Whatever, man. We have so many blue dice. Okay, we almost didn't roll an eye. Alright. Faith and perhaps a little luck guided our steps safely through the blackness. Until we found a light and endeavored to reach its source. And it was someplace. And then there were crates. And then we opened them and found a treasure map. Ooh. And free whiskey. And a treasure map. And a shovel to use on the treasure map. And we can't really afford to take those ropes. And in fact, we're going to have to drop something here. I think it's going to be the canvas or the animal teeth. Shoot. It's tough. So the animal teeth here have a combined value of 15 funds or 30 trade. Yeah, it's going to be the animal teeth. Alright, let's look at this treasure map. So a small lake near a mountain. Do I see that place? I can see most of the shore. So that helps. I do not, in fact, see that place. Yeah, it's at least 3 hexes, the lake. And a mountain and a little grassy bit. So, it's somewhere else. Yeah, it did completely reset our compass. That is a real bummer, man. Alright, let's move away from the giant forest fire that we started. Alright, it looks like we're rapidly reaching impassable terrain here. Let's take a moment to climb a hill and see what we can see. Okay, so not actually impassable. There's something over here. Let's get real drunk. Hooray! Compass is starting to point. I mean, it's too early yet to say. Alright, this seems like a fine time to hit up a shrine. Let's paint the shrine, use our last canvas to open up a slot, and then investigate this altar and take a thing for the slot. And now our standing is all screwed up, and I don't care. Group of strangely arranged sticks on a weirdly green space. Let's go to here. Of course. Flee the temple. It kind of looks like we are in a little bit of trouble here as far as figuring out where we need to go. And we don't see anything that looks like it could be. Oh, we burned down the shrine. Shoot. We have -3 standing. I don't want to go into the village. Alright, well, let's go to here. We're going to take a little bit of a roundabout path, but it's more days than the direct path, and I guess that does matter because Tesla's totally going to beat us to the pyramid. But I'm mostly worried about our sanity. There's nothing I can really do about it either. Yeah, that detour through the portal did not help. Well, there's nothing for it, though. We gotta keep going. 43, it just doesn't... It's not giving me good information yet. Yeah, here we go. The constant strain on our minds had resulted in neglect of personal hygiene. Jean-Michel Hagier was suffering from a debilitating case of swamp foot, which caused him excruciating pain while traveling. I considered waiting a few days. Suffers from a foot wound. Oh, well, this is the treasure location right here. Let's go to the place where the treasure is. I think I shouldn't be traveling. Okay. Well, here, let's do this. Let's dig. We found Tome of Springs Creation and Tome of Random Teleportation. Close. Is random teleportation worth doing right now? Maybe. Should we just, like, chill? We can't. Oh. Healing Springs. Yeah. This is how we'll do this. We'll rest at the Healing Springs. We just have to get there without anybody dying. Jean-Michel, just hold out, buddy. Just hold out. We're going to rest at these springs. You're going to feel real good. Okay. Rest. Okay. I instructed the trek to halt to catch our breath. Exhaustion was wearing us down. Even the warming flames of the campfire did naught to ease our minds. I was returning from a small scouting trip when I heard some laughter at the camp. Curious, I listened to them and noticed to my dismay that Jean-Michel was mocking my quest for glory. The group immediately hushed when they noticed me, but I feared my credibility was already damaged. Well, chastising this guy is going to lower his loyalty, but his loyalty is quite high, because we just gave him a lot of alcohol very recently, so I think we can afford to do this. It was obvious that he was not amused by this open humiliation, but you know what? I don't care. And now we're going to rest. Oh, God. I had already been resting when I was awoken by a loud gunshot. I immediately ran to aid Jean-Michel Harguerre against an attack, but to my horror I found him dead on the ground, killed through my own gun. I was not of right mind to contemplate the truth of the incident. I dug a grave till dawn, then buried him. And we didn't gain any sanity. Seriously, we need to rest. She got some jungle rot. Whatever, please rest. Okay. Whew. Alright. Bathing in the hot springs had astoundingly healed our jungle rot. Let's rest again. Oh boy. We prepared camp and I told people to rest. It was a rather cold night as we sat and stared into the fire. Unexpected visitors arrived. We were surprised to see natives wearing full warrior garb. We have -3 standing, and we burned down one of their temples. Let's invite them to camp. We have guns and maybe can kill them if they try to start stuff. We invited them to join us. They gladly accepted and sat down, sharing stories by the warming fire. Oh, thank God. We needed something to go right. So this has limited value, now that we've dug up the treasure. Let's trade it for mangoes, or mushrooms, or something. We could gain standing with the local tribes, too. Really? Plus a lot of % value. That's really interesting. That they like our paintings so much. I didn't realize that was... Oh man, if it's the case that the villages like the paintings that much, this could be really, really cool. This could be a thing of great value for the future. I'll have to keep in mind to check that. I think I'd like to hold on to these now. Honestly, I don't know what I would even want from them. Can we get a single mango even? No. This is value 4. It's 1 value short. Shoot. So I don't really have anything I want to give them. We could do this and get some mangoes. Maybe we could take a mushroom and some mangoes. It is 20 funds. We have to make sure we actually live. Deal. So one of you want to hang out? Oh, wow. Actually, yes. We invited them to join us. And it just happened. And they thanked us for the hospitality and headed off into the darkness. What? How did that work? Okay, let's leave. Alright, the mangoes take us to full sanity, and we picked up an animal handler, which I don't think is a class we've had before. Increased inventory size for all pack animals. Promote. Oh my god. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I wish we'd found you earlier. Yeah, that's great. I'm very excited about this. Alright, we just have to try to convince her to stay. Let's fight the panther. I think we can take a panther. We have all these guns and everything. So let's go... Oh, masterful shot. Yeah, I guess that'll do. Loot, and we actually get to take all the parts. Man, if one of you learned to cook, this would be the perfect party. So... we don't have a way of restoring sanity. We can't quite get out to this place and back. I think I probably shouldn't push it. Things have gotten a little bit hairy as it is. Let's just enter the pyramid. After such an endeavor, euphoria overcame me. I knew that my name, Johann Huizinga, would be respected within the community of intrepid adventurers who could pronounce it. I congratulated Yigikal, but instead of happiness, I saw sadness. No, trust me, you want to come with us. We're great. Alright, all my stories about the civilized world had an effect, and he agreed to come back with me. I'm really happy about this extra inventory space. I don't know if I've made that clear. Alright, we didn't get to go back with as much treasure as I would have liked. We did accidentally burn down a shrine, and we didn't get 50 fame. Not only did we not get 50 fame, but somebody else got that 50 fame. If it's the leader, that puts us in a little bit of a rough position. But honestly, I feel like I feel pretty good. That went alright. Promoting characters improves their loyalty. Recruit up to 2 units per expedition. This just doesn't seem very useful. Careerist seems fine, though. Oh, this is simply superb. Wow. Tesla really did a good job there. We had quite a lead. So we're going to end up with 30 funds, another 15, another 20. We may have to sell this, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell this. And this. And then obviously gift that. And... man, those paintings got pretty valuable. He got to be a really good artist before he blew his own brains out. Let's gift that. So we have 35 more funds coming in. 105 is okay. I think we have enough of a fame lead that we can afford to focus on improving our expedition. Alright, so Lunatic Drylands, the Golden Desert, and the Yalampani Jungle. I have no idea which one of these we're going to do yet. Come back next time. We're going to figure that out. We're going to hopefully not lose anybody else to madness. And we're going to maybe even win a game. Remember when we did that one time? Wasn't that nice? Come back next time. See if we can do it again. And we'll see you then.